Tell these tasteless people you are alright.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You better not gonna say shit, this damn police. Well, you probably ain't gonna say shit. You want me to call her. Shit.
At the club around between 12:30. When I walked through, I met Jasmine, and she happened to be with Dominique. When I first walked through the door, it looked like she was drunk, was her mood. I mean, she seemed pretty cool. She just kind of, touched my shoulder or whatever and just said, hey, how you was doing or whatever. And I said I was doing all right, and that was about it. When the song was playing, I forgot the name of the song. Shall I Proceed? I think it was Lil' Kim's song or something. When the song was playing, I was beside her or near her or whatever, and I heard her. She was rapping the song or whatever. She knew our lyrics and stuff like that. It was basically they were dancing together when that song was playing. When I noticed Jasmine bent over, I basically was just kind of watching. I didn't really do much of anything because I didn't think anything was wrong. So I just kind of looked over to see if anything was okay with her. Well, see if anything was going on with her. And then when it looked like she was been down for, quite a while, that's when I, touched her shoulder and, leaned down or whatever and was just like, hey, you all right? And she didn't say anything to me.
Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Oh my God.
Jumping out the court. Cotton candy. My cup tastes like the fair.
Help me! Help me out!
Did I assume that they were fucking at some point? And why did I think that? Yeah, I thought that because her dress was up. She didn't have any panties on. He was behind her. And it looked like her head was back and she was moaning. She looked like she was enjoying what was going on. So I assumed that they were having sex. I never saw his penis, or I never saw his hands, enter into her vagina, her butt, or anything like that. I just assumed that from what I gathered at the time.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
She was dancing with me, and she grabbed me, and then she went down. She went down to make her fake video. I didn't know what the hell she was doing down there. I tried to look over her shoulder to see what she was doing. She was trying to hide her phone.
So I was already recording. Why did I record? I was already recording previous to this happening because I was there celebrating my birthday weekend. And so I was just recording what was going on around me. And then I just so happened to see that going on. So then I decided to start recording. You know, I flipped my camera around and I started recording what they were doing. And when I started recording, did it look like Dominique was trying to lift her up? Yeah, it did look like he was trying to lift her up because she, not right at that time, it looked like they were just dancing and stuff like that or whatever.
Stop! Stop! Please stop! No, stop it! Please stop it!
It looked like, you know, she kind of was like moving around or whatever, and then her body kind of looked like it was going limp, so then he started trying to help her out. It looked like she didn't seem passed out to me.
Y'all like me. Y'all like me.
Oh my goodness, because I couldn't believe that I was watching them do all of this on the dance floor, because like I said, I didn't think that it was rape or an assault or anything. I thought that they were just together and they were just basically about to get it in on the dance floor, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like people really do this here, and I had just moved here, so I don't know like what people do, so that's why I said that. When he finally did pull her up, what were you observing him doing at this point? Just all I saw him doing was just trying to help her stand up, because basically she looked like she was trying to stand up on her own, like she was limped over, so it looked like, like he was trying to help her stand up, and that was about it. She didn't seem passed out to me until I started kind of helping. When I started helping, that's when it looked like, okay, well, he's having trouble picking her up, so let me see if I can come, because obviously this girl looks like she's doing a lot. I wouldn't know if it was that. Maybe she just had too much to drink. Alright, so basically what was going on when my camera wasn't focusing was, so I was trying to help stand her up because he was having a hard time standing her up or whatever, and he needed help, it looked like, because him by himself wasn't helping her stand up on her own 2 feet. So I stepped in and I kind of like was holding my phone. I can't remember if it was in my hand or if it was under my arm, but you couldn't see anything because I was too busy trying to help her or whatever stand up. Which way did Dominique take her off the floor? So basically, looking at the stage, he took her to the left, which is towards like the entrance to exit. Were you around them before Jasmine got on stage to twerk? So right when she came back to, I guess she was more coherent. No, I wasn't with them. I had already started moving myself towards closer to the stage to see what was going on. So no, I wasn't around them like right before them. And what about after? So right after it happened, I wasn't around them either. So I don't know what happened like right before the twerk and right after the twerk contest. I don't know. I wasn't with them. And what time did I leave? So I probably left. I left right after the twerk contest. So like they had the twerk contest. They announced the lady who won. They gave her the $100 bill, and then like right after that, I started getting ready to leave. I wasn't even there like really to hear like the next song or nothing. I started leaving. And then as far as like the last question of what I was asked was let me see, because I forgot just that quick. Basically, given the why I said that I guess he fucked her to sleep. Basically, it was a joke. Somebody asked me, what happened? Shit, I don't know. I guess he fucked her to sleep. The same way I'm saying it now, that's kind of what I told them at that time, and I just laughed about it because it was funny, and that's how I took it, as a joke. So that was my whole reasoning of why I said that when they asked me. And that was that.
Okay, guys, so after Vanna tries to help Jasmine wake up, Dominique ends up walking her off the floor, where Jasmine once again begins to start speaking.
Okay. Okay. No. Oh no. No. Okay. 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 Don't do that to me. Help me.
Okay, guys, so let's run through that scenario one more time. So at this point, Dominique is walking Jasmine off the dance floor. Now remember, just seconds before, Vanna was trying to wake Jasmine up, and Jasmine didn't say anything to her once again. But the moment Dominique starts walking her off the dance floor, she starts talking again. She starts saying, "Help me." So at this point, he's just carrying her. He's not assaulting her. So they're just walking through the dance floor. So the moment they step off the dance floor, you can tell because the music gets quieter and you hear Jasmine's feet hit the floor. And he goes, "Okay, sit down, sit down." Woo! Like he was out of breath. Jasmine goes, "Okay, okay," and then something hits the floor. I don't know if it was her phone or if it was her purse, but either way, she starts going, "Oh no, no, no." He goes, "I got you." She goes, "Okay," and then she just starts doing a string of okays. So at this point, Dominique and Jasmine are sitting down. Okay, so at this point, Jasmine has hunched over and she is leaning over his lap. You can tell because her voice changes as a person who is hunched over trying to talk. So her voice changes. So when her voice changes, this is when she's going into her no, whatever. And then she leans up. And at this point, you can tell she tried to move away or walk away back to the dance floor because her voice carries off in the opposite direction. So at this point, because I can't see anything, I have to assume that Dominique was holding her, trying to keep her from leaving. So she starts going, "No, no," and then she screams out, "Stop it." So when she screamed, he goes, "Okay, sit down. Shh, be quiet." At this point, he pulled her down into his lap. You can tell that she's in his lap because now you can see both of their legs together on top of each other. So at this point, she's still trying to get up. So she starts going, "No, no," making all of that noise. So he goes, "Baby, baby." She still doesn't stop. She keeps doing it. So he goes, "Okay, baby. Okay, baby. Okay." So at this point, she does it again. And then she does her, "Stop. Don't do that to me." And then you can tell that she's still trying to get up because there's a whole bunch of commotion. And then she goes, "No, help me." And then apparently some guy supposedly walked out onto the patio or to wherever they were sitting at. So Jasmine actually said something different though.
You know the people girls that do the drink, they came outside and they gave me like some bottle of water. Catching his ass. Yeah. And it was like, "Do you know her?" And I couldn't say nothing. Come on, right. You know, I couldn't say nothing.
So Jasmine says it's the water girl who came out, offered her some bottled water, asked Dominique did he know her, and she just couldn't say anything. But Jasmine's lawyer says that it's a man who came out and saw them. So which one is it? Was it a man? Was it a woman? Did you have a phone ring? Did you not have a phone ring? Do you remember what happened to you or you don't remember what happened to you? Did you pass out or you didn't pass out? I don't understand how many lies have to be told to you before you start accepting that it's a lie. So before any of you decide to jump into my comment section to bash me or to also wish rape upon me just because I do not believe Jasmine, maybe if you guys actually presented me with some type of facts or evidence to back up the story that Jasmine is claiming, then maybe I could present a very unbiased view. But as of right now, all of the evidence that's in front of us supports Dominique's version of the story. Now, with that being said, I want to send a special thank you out to Vanna for answering all of my questions. I want to thank Mr. Atmos Love for hooking me up with Miss Vanna so that I could get these questions asked and answered. And I want to thank all of you who tuned into this video. I want to send a special thank you to all of those who stayed around until the end of the video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.